Thank you. By Walt Whitman, the song of the answer. A young man came to me with a message from his brother. How should the young man show the weather and when of his brother? Tell him to send me the signs. And I stood before the young man face to face and took his right hand in my left hand. And I answered for his brother and for men. And I answered for the poet and sent these signs. Him all wait for, him all yield up to. His word is decisive and final. Him they accept, in him lave, in him perceive themselves as a midlight. Him they immerse, and he immerses them. Beautiful women, the haughtiest nations, laws, the landscape, people and animals, the profound earth and its attributes, and the unquiet ocean, all enjoyments and properties and money, and whatever money will buy the best farms, others toiling and planting, and he unavoidably reaps. The noblest and costliest cities, others grading and building, and he domiciles there. Nothing for anyone but what is for him. Near and far for him, the ships in the offing, the perpetual shows and marches on land are for him, if they're for anybody. He puts things in their attitudes. He puts today out of himself with plasticity and love. He places his own city, times, reminiscence, parents, brothers and sisters, associations, employments and politics, so that the rest never shame them afterward, nor assume to command them. He is the answerer. What can be answered, he answers, and what cannot be answered, he shows how it cannot be answered. A man is a summons and a challenge. It is vain to skulk. Do you hear the mocking and laughter? Do you hear the ironical echoes? Books, friendships, philosophers, priests, action, pleasure, pride, beat up and down, seeking to give satisfaction. He indicates the satisfaction and indicates them that beat up and down also. Whichever the sex, whatever the season or place, he may go freshly and gently and safely by day or by night. He has the passkeys of hearts, to him the response of a prying on hands and knobs. His welcome is universal, the flow of beauty is no more welcome or universal than he is. The person he favors by day who sleeps with the night is blessed. Every existence has its idiom. Everything has an idiom and a tongue. He resolves all tongues into his own and bestows it upon man. And any man translates, and any man translates himself also. One part does not counteract another part. He's the joiner. He sees how they join. He says indifferently and alike, "How are you, my friend?" to the president and his levy. And he says, "Good day, my brother," to catch the hoes in the sugar field. And both understand him and know that his speech is right. He walks with perfect ease in the Capitol. He walks among the Congress, and one representative says to another, he is their equal, appearing anew. Then the mechanics take him for a mechanic, and the soldiers suppose him to be a captain, and the sailors that he has followed the sea, and the authors take him for an author, and the artist for an artist, and the laborers perceive him, he could labor with them and love him. No matter what the work is that he's want to follow or has followed it, no matter what the nation that he might find his brothers and sisters there. The English belief he comes from English stock, a Jew to the Jew he seems a Ras usual and near, removed from none. Whoever he looks in the traveler's coffee house claims him. The Italian or Frenchman is sure, and the German is sure, and the Spaniard is sure, and the island Cuban is sure, the engineer, the deckhand on the Great Lakes, or on the Mississippi, or on St. Lawrence, or Sacramento, or Hudson, or Delaware claims him. The gentleman of perfect blood acknowledges his perfect blood. The insulter, the prostitute, the angry person, the beggar see themselves in the ways of him. He strangely transmutes them. They're not vile anymore. They hardly know themselves. They're so grown. You think it would be good to be the writer of melodious verses? Well, it would be good to be the writer of melodious verses. But what are verses beyond the flowing character you could have? Or beyond beautiful manners and behavior? Or beyond one manly or affectionate deed of an apprentice boy, or old woman, or man that has been in prison, or is likely to be in prison?